What's up, everyone? All zero viewers. This is leg day. I wasn't going to do a workout today at all, but I decided to give it a shot. I was able to do some body weight squats, so I feel like my knees can handle it. My knees are kind of shot from running. I've said this in previous videos, but my left knee particularly is swollen up and stuff, and it's been that way for a couple of months now. My right foot is um is injured. I dropped a TV on it like 4 months ago, and it never quite healed from that. So I've been working around those two things, and I've been working around my right hamstring being stressed out as well. And then just other like just bumps and bruises and stuff that I've accumulated from running. Running is a terrible sport for your body. It really messes you up. But anyway, so I decided I could handle the squats. I'm gonna see how far I can go on the squat bar and just see how far I can go in the workout in general. But I'm really interested to see what I can do on that bar. So here we go. Start off with just the bar. Yes. I adjust the camera. The audio on this thing sucks, and I apologize, but it's what we got right now. I typically use a wider stance than most lifters do when it comes to squats. Sometimes I'll shift in like I'm doing now. Do about 15, get the blood rolling, and then slap some weight under. I'm not going to go crazy. I am not going to go crazy. I'm not going to go up to 400 like I was before. 400 is the most I've ever done. And it's not a whole hell of a lot of weight, but it's the most I've ever done, and it's the most weight we have in the house. So, wanted to go higher to get more plates. That's not bad. 400 is not bad, right? I don't really know. I mean, okay, so I was watching a video today. Sam Sulek and Arnold Schwarzenegger working out, and they were talking about how like people were telling Sam you don't need to go that high in weight, and he goes too high in weight. He was saying, well, it works for you. Well, conversely, I believe you don't have to go high in weight to get the effect that you want. You're supposed to tax the body. That's all that matters. However you get there is however you get there. Some people can do like Arnold was saying, like 20 sets of 20 rep bench presses, and that's it. Some people need to vary their workout and do flies and benches, inclines, you know, whatever. And it just depends on who you are, what your body's like. And some people, like me, we don't go real heavy in weight. We just, we get the stress that we need, and that's enough. Whatever that weight happens to be is what it happens to be. Just take it easy. Feel your body. I'm going to stop there. I do not want to blow my knee out before I get um, more weight on there. I'm going to take it up very slowly. So, with 25s. I don't go all the way down. I'm trying to stress my quads. Now, if I was to go all the way down, I probably would only be able to max at like 280s or something like that. But not going down all the way, give me more weight. But also have to have better quads. So anyway, we'll try the SU25 here. That went pretty good. Take it up to 225. See, and get one decent rep out of that. And I'm also going to put the catch bars in place just in case. Don't ever worry that you're too much of a pussy to put like catch bars in place and have spotters and shit. your health is more important. Your joints and not blowing them out, like that takes precedence over looking impressive in the gym. It's just like I was talking to my nephew the other day about music, and like fans will like turn their fucking volumes to 11 all the time, and you don't hear music, you just hear noise, and it's like, man up, man, you know. Like people that are in bands are like, come on, man, don't be a pussy, you know. And it's like, dude, it's not about being a pussy. You're fucking your hearing up. Then you're gonna have tinnitus, and why would you want that? Then you can't enjoy the music as much. You're just an idiot. You're fucking mutilating. You're what? A masochist? You're a masochist. Don't do that shit. Guess so. You know, like an idiot. I didn't put the other plate on. Too busy talking. All right, here we go. Pretty good, and it didn't really feel too much on the knees. It was all on the muscle, so that's a good sign. So let's see. Let's see where we are. Might be the first decent leg workout I've had in a long time. I like to shake the leg loose, sort of like a massaging technique to kind of keep everything loose as much as I can, so I don't like mess up my joints. You want tightness, but you don't want compression of the joint. All right, we'll take it to 315, and that's probably where I'm going to stop. Just from the feel of it, I think if I go any higher, I'm going to risk blowing a joint. That's not too bad. Really not too bad. Again, I forgot to put the fucking file on there. Okay. Okay. 315. That wasn't the best form, and I can feel it in my lower back, so I'm definitely gonna stop there. All right, now I'm gonna find my working set. Working set is definitely gonna be a lot lower than this. It's gonna be somewhere between 225 and 185 probably. And I'm only gonna do 3 sets. And I know that I said you gotta feel your body, that determines your workout, but with my legs it's a little different because I don't wanna take a chance of making the injuries worse and then not being able to do legs for another few months. So I'm gonna very slow, very easy. So we'll go with maybe the 25s. So what is this? This is 135, 185. That's good. You know what? Yeah. 190s. 2.5 is kind of a gimmick between my buddy and I. We used to lift We always used to have to put the 2.5 in there somewhere. Just some stupid thing. I mean, all right, again. Oh, that's good. Okay. 90. We can do. That felt good. I think I can take it up to 200. And I'll do the same 115. So that'll be two sets at least of that. And then um, I'll move on to extensions and curls. Because I got to see where I'm at with that too. So I'm doing the most dangerous stuff, the scariest stuff first, and then coming back and getting the rest. The hips are nothing; they're not even necessary half the time. And the calves, maybe I'll do some standing calves today. All right, and then I got to go get dinner ready. It's not going to be a long workout today, but this is encouraging. This is very encouraging. Move. What? Move. 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 I'm trying not to bounce that, but I failed a few times. Whew. Okay, let's get this one done. Knees holding up. What's holding up? Everything is. I think I might have jinxed it. It's weird, man. It's like the knee injury is like right around the knee for sure, but I feel it back here a lot too. That hamstring tendon or whatever. And it's really annoying. Really annoying. Because when I feel it, it feels like it's raw, like I just injured it. Real sharp. Okay. Do it. That's good. I'm satisfied with that. Let's take that off. Keep one out. so that I can do the calf lifts with it. And then on this side. Whew. There's still not enough room. I built this space a couple years ago for a gym, thinking I was going to have way more space for my equipment. And turns out I have like just a little bit more space than I did when I had this thing in my dining room upstairs. So now I've actually got a dining room again, but I don't have nearly enough space back here. But I'm not complaining. I mean, it's better than it was. And I got my own damn gym. So how can you bitch about that? All right, so here we go. And try some extensions. Before I do this, I have to put these shin pads on because the padding on this thing looks pretty thick, but it digs into my shins. Hurts like a mother. So these help. It's probably not going to be so much weight that it matters today, but still. So I throw these things on. And I get on there and do my thing. Twist it. Pull it. Let's go. All right, so where are we set? 4? That's probably okay. Let's see. Yeah, maybe not. See, this thing here, man, it's no joke. It really hurts. Yeah, that's good. And also, like sometimes, most times when I work, I usually do individual legs. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today or not. I'm gonna start with doubles because this leg will support this one in case the knee starts to weaken. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not worried about maxing out at all on this. Just a nice, comfortable, but slightly challenging weight to rehab the knee muscles. And let's think. Hold. Down slow. That could even be a working set. I'll take it up a little bit more to 4 where it was before. And I'm going to shift legs out a little bit. You know, it is nice that I can kind of like pull my leg in, my heel in a little bit further than I could before, but it's sort of plateaued. It's not healing as fast as I'd like it to. There's still a lot of fluid in there. Maybe need to have it drained. I don't know. Let's see. Need to go a little higher. This would probably be it. Yeah, that's probably too much. I'm down to 5. Do 10. Because I can feel now, I can really feel it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Take it down to 5. Fucker, man. This is not for kids. No, I don't think I set that setting, unfortunately. You know, just randomly, like one of the YouTubers I watch on Twitch, because I like game streamers too. He's gotten, he's worrying me because he's getting a lot more negative in his streams, and I mean it's kind of like his thing. Like he has this asshole personality that he just like fucks with people and they fuck with him and stuff, and it's kind of a thing, and it is entertaining, but I feel like he's leaning into it too much. Like there might be some issues there. Far be it from me to judge him. I don't even know him, especially if he's got issues, because hey, I got issues too. Lots of them. I'm just concerned about him, that's all. Because at the end of the day, he seems like a very good guy. And it's funny, you meet these people on YouTube, you feel like you fucking know them. And it's not the same as knowing a person, but it feels like it. Like this is the way relationships are a lot of times these days. 12. That's too enough. Might be too much. Take the 4. One more set. I'm not sure if I can give out his name because I don't know how copyright stuff works on YouTube, so I'm trying to be careful. But MM, if you happen to watch these randomly, like take care of yourself, man. Just like get get yourself mentally right if you're not, because that's so important. I don't want to see you go anywhere. All right. And the reason that I even got into this in the first place was for mental health. It wasn't to build a nice body or anything like that. It it was at the onset it was, but when I started working out for real, it was about just staying mentally clear, and the body just followed. But okay, I'm gonna take it back to these reps. This, I think I may have overdone this. Shouldn't have gone as high as I did. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do singles. Maybe I will. Try one set of singles. And I'm going to start with the worst leg. So I think, is there a slot? Put that where it is. Good. I just bought this thing like a year ago, so I'm still figuring out the little nuances of it. Yeah, that's even that. Whew, that's like I need to spot. I need to spot that. It doesn't look like it, but I'm actually 95% of the effort is with the left leg. I'm just keeping the right one there just in case. And it is taking more than 5% of the load now. I think that's where I'm going to stop. Go a little bit higher for the right one. Do 10 reps of unspotted reps here. Extensions. And we'll do some curls. Those guys, man, those game streamers sometimes spend so much time streaming those games. I don't know how they find the time to do that. And if they do have the time, why would you want to spend that much time? I don't get it. I mean, I couldn't be in front of a game console that long. I just couldn't. I'd have to get the hell out of the house. I'd lose my mind. So that's maybe another recommendation. Like maybe not make the videos quite as long as you're making. He definitely likes what he does, though, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do things that I like. So he's inspired me, him and a lot of other people, from that perspective, to do what I enjoy in life and stop chasing money all the time. Corporate America. Sometimes you have to do the things that don't make any money to stay sane, even if you never have any payoff, return on investment from it. The return on investment's up here. Stage advice. Yeah, this is probably too much. So this is just about right, maybe a little too much. I got to be careful with my hamstrings too, obviously. But I think this is okay for 10 reps. This one, I'm listening to this leg. This is the injured one. So I'm trying not to push that too hard. So I'm going to come down one. I'm going to really focus on the squeeze. I'm going to do 2 or 3 more sets. That's probably enough. And then I'm going to try some standing calf lifts. I can keep my balance. Once you see my setup, you'll see what I mean. I don't have a standing calf machine, so I have to make one. And it's hard to keep your balance doing it. It'll be funny. All right. Yeah. Pretty soon, I might have a partner working out with me for once. Try to get that on video. I usually work out alone. I don't know if it's where I live or it's just the society we live in, but it's so hard to find people to work out with anymore. I was trying to find somebody to run with a few months ago. It was impossible. Nobody will give me anything. It's like you talk to these organizations, they're like, well, just, a bunch of runners meet up at Second Soul on Wednesdays. I'm like, okay, I did that. And they were all standoffish and cliquey because they didn't know me, they all knew each other, and running and runners are very competitive. Okay, I get it. But I mean, there could have been a little bit of friendliness there. So, I mean, most of the people were cool enough. So I'm not going to shit on anybody there. It's just, I think just as a society, we got to stop doing that. Like, we have to be a little more open to each other, man. If we're going to change things for the better in this country, we have to have community. We have to get together. We have to put aside our petty differences and work together. Or it's just not going to work. We're in for a really hard time ahead. It's already hard enough. We have to work together to change this. I get on all kinds of fucking topics when I'm working out, and I preach way too much. But I really I've had it. I've had it with the way shit is in this country. I want to see it change. I don't want to live the rest of my life in this hellhole. So any chance I have to vent about it, I do it. Sorry for making you listen to that. All 0 of you. I'm thinking this is going to be it. And then I'll move to hips. Not it totally, but, calf lifts. Okay. All right. So, calf lifts. I have to kind of jury rig this thing first. Get this out of the way so you can see a little better. Put some wood down. I think what I usually do. It's probably fine there, but I got to get through here. So, all right. So I'll put like I guess 4 of these should be enough. I'll put them. Like sort of see, this is where it gets weird because it's like this is the best position, but the problem is it's like half on, half off in this little metal bar right here, which makes it sort of uneven. Yeah, this is. So I got to figure this out here. If I move this all the way like this, let's see. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay, so still got the shin guard. I gotta take the shin guards off. It's all balancing act more than anything else, which is good for you. Holy shit. There you go. See, can't stay on the damn thing. Yeah, it's picking up there. You know what? I got an idea. Okay, so need 2 more reps here. I'm gonna anchor this thing down. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna anchor this down, so I'm gonna get 40s, I guess. Hopefully that's positioned right. Might be a little bit too far away. Okay, let me put some weight on this thing. Too much. We'll put 20. I'm not going to do too much of this either. In fact, I might just do one more set. Changed my mind about the shin guards. They're kind of creating a little bit of a brace for me. So this actually feels really good. Having a strong core really benefits you here. Three more. Two more. That's it. I'm going to move over to here. Do my remaining sets on this thing. If I can get the camera to... Yeah, I guess that'll work. Okay. I'm not going to do too many more sets. 40's away. Wood planks. And the plates. I grabbed two of them, 2 of the 10s. 45s I already had over there. So just grab them off the ground. Yeah. Okay. It's good. Yeah, a little glimmer off of it. That's kind of neat. It's like shing. Ooh. By the way, this is actually too much weight. I'm gonna do one more set without the 10s. This was like a warm-up set not long ago. I'm gonna take those off. The other thing that you have to be careful with on this machine is there's no foot grating. There's no like non-slip tape on the bottom of this thing here, so your foot's sliding all over the place, and sometimes it slips off, and that's the worst. Because the weight just goes right down on your fucking knees. Really messes them up. So you gotta try as hard as you can to keep your feet underneath this thing. That's good. And then the only thing left after this is hips, and we're done. Let me see, how long have I been working out now? 35 minutes. Leg workouts used to take an hour and a half minimum. So I think this is pretty quick comparatively. But again, I mean, I'm not trying to like kill myself on this one. I'm just trying to like basically rehab the muscles. That's it. It's like It's PT. It's like one step above PT is all it is. That's it. Go to the hip machine and finish up. Reset my bar. This has been a tough time, and this is a tough year. I'm like a lot of people, I can't wait for this year to be over, but is next year going to be any better? That's the thing. Like, what do we got in store next year? This year was so bad that we should make it a fucking mission to never let this happen again, but we're not going to. And that's what frustrates me. Like, I really have, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but I have a very low expectation from the people of this country that we're going to improve things in 2026. I feel like we're just gluttons for misery anymore. Maybe I'll pull this a little closer. The risk of losing latency here. I took the power cord out. This thing doesn't last very long. But I just wanted to get a good shot of the hips thing. Send it out a little bit more. And I think that's good. Yeah, that went to 7, which is too high. Start at 5. Just I think this is like that. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's a nice salt. We can probably do 8s. Yeah, strong hips. Now, even when I am working hard, I don't usually do too much with hips. I'm not too worried about hips. Hips is one of those muscles that develops very quick for me. So I can build pretty big hips pretty quickly. So I kind of lessen up. Same thing with hamstrings. My hamstrings, like, in terms of bulk, they build up pretty quickly. In terms of like just having that nice striation, that's always eluded me, but I've always been able to build up a lot of block. And I think probably it's there. You just can't see it because of the bloat. That's all. But anyway, so I don't overdo it on hamstrings. Don't overdo it on hips. Quads, on the other hand, I need to basically annihilate. Like, I have to get to a point where I can't walk to build my quads. I think that's why a lot of people hate leg days. Everybody's got the same problems. They got to kill. They got to get to the point where they're puking before they build anything. I'll do just 2 sets. I'll do set of 9, and then I'll come down and do less for the inner thigh, the adductor. But the one time I got a real leg workout was with this bodybuilding coach that I had earlier last year, and he had me doing leg presses where I would come down real slow, very low weight, but it would come down real slow, like 10 seconds. And then I'd go up for 10 seconds. And then I'd do that 10 times. By the end of it, you're screaming. And your muscles are just screaming. And then you got to do 2 more sets of that. That's fucking ridiculous. And he's like, "Did you sure you want to be a bodybuilder?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know if you can hack it." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, try me, man. I'll prove you wrong there. When it comes to like tenacity, nobody beats me. But if I were to give up, it would be on the leg machine. I'd be doing legs. All right. Take it way down, and this is probably too much. I'm going to do inner thighs. Pull that out. There you go, spotted inside like that. Yeah, I think probably I'm gonna have to go like that. Do inner thigh. Do 1 more set, same weight. I think that'll probably do it. This is good. More. Yeah, that really smarts. Feel that like a motherfucker. Okay. But one more set. I got one more in me. It's not gonna crush me. I'll be done. Full leg workout with no issues, basically. That's pretty good. Now I run tomorrow. We'll see if it catches up with me, but we'll get a good feeling about it. There we go. Yeah, 2026, man, we got to make this year better. We as the people of the United States have to make this better. We have to come up with a plan and a mission and execute it. I guarantee you, if we stand up to the rich people, the people that are controlling this country, we won't need to shed a single drop of blood. Because I think that one thing rich people are scared of more than anything is poor people, organized and united. They do not want that. They've never wanted that. Then they have to be held accountable, and they don't want that. So I would love to see. I would love to see that happen this year. I'd love to be a part of that. But short term, I would just like the job market to improve. I want to be able to, you know, apply for a job and actually get an interview and maybe the fair chance to get a job. Oh, I asked for. You know, I'm going to say it because I don't think anybody else is, but I think people are taking advantage of LinkedIn with the job market being what it is. There's people out there that are not struggling or not struggling as much as they claim to, who are saying that they're going to lose their home and their kids and everything. They're going to be on the street, all that stuff, and living out of their car, and they're not. And they do that to trick people into giving them money. So I think anytime something like that happens, people are looking to take advantage of it, and that's a shame because there's people that do need it and they don't get the help they need. That to me is the lowest you can go. Alrighty. Well, thanks for tuning in, whether it's live or later. I appreciate it. And see y'all next time.